Anti-Afro Svengalis, first up is a huge thank you, not just to those who subscribed in the month of May, but to those who have been here from the beginning, even before I came and posted the first YouTube video, and those who have since joined and found that you really do have a home here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and me personally. I really do appreciate it. Just to make sure we're clear, I've never been one who is invested in the actual number of subscribers, but I don't want to make it seem as though I don't appreciate the fact that you took the time to subscribe and actually come here and listen to the content. Of course, we know everyone that subscribes is not a friend, but to those of you who are, you have good intentions. You're here to participate and get the information and benefit from it. You're welcome anytime. Again, thank you for your support. I wanted to make sure I addressed an issue. I'm not getting in the middle or on the end of all this so much mess that you see actually playing out here in these YouTube streets. I'm not getting into that. I do want to shout out, though, breaking the culture of silence. Listen, people, nothing that you say about breaking the culture of silence is going to disrupt the support system that she has. From day one, the first time I spoke to breaking the culture of silence, I noticed, and it's since been reaffirmed many times over, she has a very strong support system that includes many elements in her personal life and her professional life. Nothing that you say here on YouTube is impacting any of that. It's not going to remove her support system. One thing for sure, just like me, she will draw that line if you violate her rights. And she will handle the business. But it's not on your terms. It's not on your timeline. She doesn't schedule it according to when you're going to go live. Have you noticed breaking the culture of silence has been just that? Silence. You have nothing else to say. What else would you have to say about madness like this? This is so ridiculous, people. It is so ridiculous, but know that you violate her rights, you're going to hear from her on her timeline. It is not your timeline. Sister, keep doing what you're doing. Keep taking advantage of all the blessings that come your way. And we know your life does not depend on what people here on YouTube have to say who don't know anything about what they're talking about. Now, let's move on to the content. What I want to actually focus on is the continued perpetration of deaf, dumb, and blind. What do I mean by that? There are folks who've been around since all this shit got started, and they're acting like they don't know what went down. They're up here rocking with people who they act like didn't do anything. And even worse, those who have engaged in the worst atrocities are up here trying to reinvent themselves. You can't reinvent yourself if your conduct equates with hell. You can't. It doesn't matter what opportunity comes your way. It doesn't matter how many people praise you. It doesn't matter how many people come over to your live streams. If you have bad character, you have bad character. And no blessing coming your way is going to be appreciated. It's going to be squandered, and it's going to wreak havoc and destruction like everything else. Now, what gets this going is a lack of resolution. It doesn't matter how tumultuous your life has been. I don't believe there's any such thing as totally putting everything aside that has occurred in your life that was horrendous or traumatic. But what I do believe is that people can get significant resolution or reconciliation, which means they can separate themselves from the experience that they endured, that they do not have to be representative of that experience. Most important, you don't have to replicate it. Well, unfortunately, there are people who don't have that message, and that bears out in their conduct. Bad character cannot be reversed. No matter what blessings come your way, bad character is bad character. It doesn't matter. People see you and you got this NFL contract, you landed this big record deal, you landed some sort of reality TV gig. I mean, you got a six-figure job. It doesn't matter what praise people are heaping upon you. Bad character is bad character. Let me tell you something. I know somebody who was a drill sergeant, not just a drill sergeant. He eventually went on to be an instructor in the school where they teach you to become a drill sergeant. He was very much involved with this whole drill sergeant element of the Marine Corps. He told me that the worst situation he ever experienced was when the marshals came in and arrested someone. Now, they did that. That wasn't unusual. And usually, he said, the people they arrested were those who people were saying, oh, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, good potential. He's going to be a great Marine. It was always those people. But the worst situation where the marshals came in and arrested someone, 5 counts of murder. They undertook the investigation and determined, in their view, that he was involved. And he ended up getting convicted because the drill sergeant, my friend, was following the case. So it doesn't matter how you try to present yourself initially to be all respectable. Your bad character is going to come through time and time again because there's no commitment to doing anything different other than the shit you've done your entire freaking life. There was no reconciliation. There was no resolution. There was not even a partial reconciliation or resolution. There wasn't one with this dude who killed 5 people. You can't change bad character. Get that through your head, folks. Let me go on the other end of this. You hear me talking about those who engage in this very evil, just inherently demonic conduct. The same applies to those who are willing to accept it. Because what you see in those who are willing to accept it, they're not just doormats. They target other people to replicate the conduct. We've seen that. You've seen the screaming and the hollering and the harassing, sitting on panels with the people who do this. And for some reason, they're expecting to be treated with respect. No, they're merely tolerated because they're going along for the time being with their role model's behavior, the behavior that they're all good with. But when they become the recipients of the behavior, they want to consider themselves victims. How can they consider themselves victims when they help facilitate that very conduct? So people who do this, who engage in this behavior, and those who support them are equally responsible for what you see, for what you hear. And you deal with either side, look what you're going to get. You're going to see just what you're seeing now. So what I am trying to say about this whole situation, all of the situations, I'll say, that are going on, where the chickens are coming home to roost. That's what's happening. How in the world can people act surprised about the turn of events that are going on with these different scenarios? What's going on? In particular, as if you don't know about what these people have done. I mean, the most mind-boggling situation for me now is this stuff about this New York thing. Let me tell you this. If you have a person, look on the screen here, who treats you like this, you have, I guess, a 20 plus year difference. You have someone who's 20 plus years younger than you, and this is how they're acting towards you, and you consider them your brother, and you go and you bring them into a business venture. I don't know what else is to be expected. And it's not even about somebody deserves this or deserves that. What else would you expect? I can't imagine anybody having their self-worth intact and allowing something like this. Nobody who has a respectable level of self-worth would ever deal with anybody who does this to them. Now, I was raised missionary Baptist. I didn't have a traumatic, horrendous experience in church. But if someone I encountered was a missionary Baptist and they dogged me out, which has not happened, a missionary Baptist, so let's say they did, that doesn't mean all missionary Baptists in the whole church is no damn good. So it doesn't matter what experience that you have with someone as part of a group. When people treat you like shit, you need to bounce. You bounce. This is ridiculous. Giving someone an opportunity, and this was inevitable. There was no other way this was going to turn out. And you're just seeing the pictures that I'm showing you here. I'm blacking out the face. You should hear the audio. which I'm not going to play here. It is revolting. It is disgusting. It is abusive. Yes, you could call it sexually harassing. People get to make their decisions, but you're not going to convince me that there's a self-worth element intact allowing people to do this to you. And then you even hear, it was really pitiful in my opinion, why are you doing this? No, hell no about why are you doing. You know what? That could be initially when you become shocked that you think someone cared about you and they did, and you're like, why are you doing this to me? But that needs to be disappearing pretty quickly, or else it shows you don't have any self-worth. That anybody takes stock in, and they're going to treat you based on how you present yourself in terms of self-worth. Self-worth is not represented about how loud you scream, how many times you curse, how many panels you jump on. It's who you're associating with. Who are the people you associate with? What is their character? It's the same as this. This is the legacy of this individual and who the person is associated with. So now when you have an opportunity that comes along, the first thing you think about is bringing someone along who treated you like shit. You can't reconcile that, people. You can't be surprised about what is happening now. It was bound to happen because it's happened before over and over again. And what prompted this attack? Someone giving a critique on why someone's channel was taken down. These issues predate YouTube. When I say predate YouTube, I'm talking about all of us. How we feel about ourselves, our life experiences, certainly shape how we are as adults. So if you have any situation in your life that isn't even partially resolved or reconciled, you're going to see it reflected in the conduct, just as we see. Now, let's make it also clear, without a doubt. Yeah, TFP, I had some words for you because you got up here and you had the nerve to compare me to Let Me See Your Handcuffs. Let Me See Your Handcuffs didn't even do shit in Anti-Fraud Warriors. Let Me See Your Handcuffs spent her time telling us she had to go help her friend. Little did we know at the time that meant continuing to harass Larry Reed and breaking the culture of silence. We didn't know what the hell she was doing until she came to me and wanted me to post a video on Larry Reed. I'm like, Larry Reed, why? Who is this person? He molested kids. When you hear somebody molested kids, okay, your first reaction is, oh my God, that's horrible. But then I said, give me some evidence about this happened. Do you have a police report? I'm not even crazy about initial police reports. I need some investigative report. Where is this case? Is there a lawsuit? What is happening? And that's when she started to pull back because she knew. I didn't know at the time because I didn't know Larry Reed. She was full of shit. She posted a video on Larry Reed accusing him, and I told her to take it down. This is after we had our discussion. You need to take this video down. You didn't give me information about any facts. You shouldn't be posting this. But before she took the video down, Larry Reed sent her a cease and desist, as he should have. So this is the kind of person you're dealing with, TFP. You're dealing with someone who you say is nice, but you know what she told us about you? That you were spying for Dumpsy D. Durrell on AFW. Let Me See Your Handcuffs only came to us because she wanted the inside. And it wasn't even inside. It was just information because she was not given literal inside information. Basic information we didn't even have a chance to discuss about Dumpsy. And she runs off with the information and jumps on a live stream and gets her behind lit up because of it. That is your fault. Let Me See Your Handcuffs loves to claim that I told her to do things. She didn't do anything with us. She has a demon who leads her around and keeps her in the dark. That's Let Me See Your Handcuffs. People that I trust don't keep me in the dark. I don't keep them in the dark. That is not a trusting, respecting relationship. I don't deal any other way. If you think you can disrespect me, I'm not dealing with you. I don't give a shit how many names you call me. I don't care how many videos you post about me. I will draw the line if you violate my rights. Other than that, I don't give a shit about what you have to say. You freaks are up here trying to reinvent yourselves, and you know good and damn well you were all in deep with all this illegal activity. So TCTV, where's your response to the damn lawsuit, up here thinking you can tell us when, where, and how to call the police? Who the hell do you think you are? Getting up here lying your teeth off. You're lying ass about everything. Your channel was gay, butt sex, male central. That's all you talked about. What straight man sits up here and talks about dudes screwing each other in the ass? And you put Tiffany Griffin up there so you wouldn't be all dudes up there. That's you. That's what you were doing. And you have the nerve to get up here in your modified voice and think you're going to step to somebody using my shit on your screen. You got a lot of freaking nerve. Why in the hell did you change your name? Because you're a chicken shit. That's why. Up here telling people, yeah, don't call the cops. Right, because you don't want to be arrested. Because the shit that you've been involved with, that's exactly what would happen to you. Up here lying through your teeth. TCTV, Ghost Couch Potato, you are the biggest liar and the biggest hypocrite. It is mind-boggling how you can sit up here and try to act like you're so innocent when you ran most of the shit from your nasty ass trash platforms. You're up here crying and whining, saying that somebody threatened your 21 or 22-year-old son who came onto the internet with guns. At the same time, you think it's funny. You laughed it up and you didn't say shit when your co-flunky demons were threatening to rape 7-year-old girls, threatening women with sexual torture, and every time they got mad, they want to talk about how they wanted to F somebody, which is rape. R-A-P-E. You are a hypocrite. And then you sit up here and act like you have some freaking authority over people by telling them whether or not they can call the police or should call the police or what they told the police. How the hell do you know what was told to the police? Did you see the police report? No, you don't. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like all the people that you rock with don't have any facts. You omit facts that you were running this shit from your nasty ass platforms. Why do you think YouTube yanked down those channels? Just because YouTube yanked them down doesn't mean they're not accessible. Doesn't mean that we didn't make copies on most of those platforms. If it ever came down to it, there is the evidence. You need to keep your mouth shut talking shit about stuff you don't know anything about. Why don't you talk about the content that you put on your nasty trash ass channel? For how long? Talking about Lennon Honor's asshole, Rev G's asshole, Lennon Honor and Rev G screwing gay men. You love that. You got off on that shit. You got off on it and kept Tiffany Griffin up there so you wouldn't be, again, all dudes talking about male to male butt sex. That's a bona fide fact. That's all you did was sexualize people, calling people lesbian, calling people gay. You did that continuously. All of these sexual themes. It is sexual harassment. I don't give a damn about you and this other chick you had on your channel who's now suing your ass and you haven't filed any paperwork. She was on your platform. I never spoke to this person. Never spoke to this person at all. And we know the reason why she included us in that lawsuit. We're not dealing with that right now. Bottom line is every single decision has come out in our favor. Meanwhile, you were too chicken shit to even file a response. You're up here on YouTube using these different names and recording your voice in a modified tone. What the hell are you afraid of? One thing you're not going to do is tell me what I can say up here on YouTube's platform. If I want to tell people to call the damn cops every freaking day, I'll do it because a white man is the only one you listen to. You don't have any respect for yourself. You don't have any respect for your community. Quit talking about yassas. You don't give a damn about African immigrants who sure as hell don't give a damn about you either. Shut up with your bullshit. I will call the health department. I will call the police. I will call any agency I damn well please when people are out of line like you. Stop your lying. Quit trying to play the innocent act. You support criminals who threaten to rape 7-year-old girls and sexually torture women. Stop all your crap about supporting the black community. Don't support anything by telling people they should tolerate crime and shut the hell up and not call the cops. Why? Because you say don't call the cops? Who the hell are you? What authority figure are you? You're not an authority figure and you need to stop your bullshit. We're not putting up with the bullshit. You got nice and comfortable with those channels and now that freak turned on you. I don't give a damn what you say. You just better watch your mouth talking about me calling the cops because I consider that witness intimidation, and witness tampering. This is the last time I'm going to tell you, shut the hell up talking about me. We never had any relationship. I never appeared on any of your panels. You're full of shit and you're a hypocrite. File your response in court. Work through the court system. This is our legal system. You are not running any legal system with anyone. You don't run anybody. So quit trying to act like we have to listen to what you say. The same thing goes for you, let me see your handcuffs, and your co-demons. TIFP, my name isn't the one that appears on police reports with penal code sections next to them. Did you think about that? No. I'm not the one who made multiple calls to law enforcement and CPS lying on people saying they abused their children. I don't associate with people who engage in this type of behavior. Let me see your handcuffs does. Not only that, she follows her every single lead. What about your video? Let me see your handcuffs. While you were sitting there in a live stream telling your co-demon to get them niggas while they were tracking down their relatives and friends and stalking them. You were the one that did all of this. You can't escape your conduct. Just because we were quiet before and we're waiting in the wings doesn't mean we're doing that now. So yes, Tiff P, aside from your opinion, I can tell you when you were posting bullshit on your channel, what you said about breaking the culture of silence and Larry Reid, what business is it of yours? Do you know the status of the relationship? Who cares about a video? Who cares about a video that was posted when it was posted? How about right now? Do you know the status of the relationship? No. As a matter of fact, 99% of the shit that you all say about breaking the culture of silence are bald-faced lies. You want her to have a life, let me see your handcuffs. You want her to have a life like Carrie Ann's. Sorry to disappoint you. Her life is nothing like, let me see your handcuffs. Her life is nothing like Carrie Ann's, who are miserable, who are destructive, who are abusive, who do nothing to go around and spread lies about people and accuse black men of being child molesters. That's what let me see your handcuffs and Carrie Ann does. So don't ever get up here comparing me to this trash. Give me a police report where I made false allegations against anyone. If we are making false allegations, why do we have contacts? Why do we have investigators that still have cases open? Because they're still waiting for your freaks to slip up. You're engaging in the criminal conduct, let me see your handcuffs, not me. So Tiff P, get it straight. Let me see your handcuffs was never part of AFW. She perped onto the organization lying, saying that she'd been with us for a year. And it wasn't long before we saw the bullshit that she was engaged in. But when we booted her, she came back and stole from us by saying she was the president. So get your story straight. You should know this because you've been around since what, 2017, 2018? So you can go ahead and think, let me see your handcuffs is nice all you want. The one who called you a spy for Dempsey. Yes, she did. And of course, she's going to say she didn't do it. Oh my God, I did not. She lies about everything. But the beauty of the whole situation, all the shit that she did has been captured. We're not going to tell you, hey, let me see your handcuffs. Take that down before I copy it. All of the things that we say about her, documented. You don't have any documentation about any of her allegations about saying breaking the culture of silence has a warrant in Ohio. Oh, really? Well, let's see now. Who should we believe about these warrants in Ohio? Multiple agencies over the several years who do background checks for various reasons. CPS/child welfare, multiple police agencies for reasons I'm not getting into. Or should we believe, let me see your handcuffs and her demons, that breaking the culture of silence has warrants in Ohio? This is what happens when you come up against someone like, let me see your handcuffs, who so despises someone who has a life that she would literally destroy and kill for. If she can't have the life, she wants the person eliminated. She wants them to suffer any and everything under the sun because she has so much anger and hatred. That breaking the culture of silence has things that she covets. And this is the just absolute blinding aspect of it. Let me see your handcuffs actually thinks that breaking the culture of silence is flawless. That's why she tries to tear her down all the time. It is really pathetic. It's pathetic and it's pitiful. You failed in what you tried to do. And guess what? It is not even over. You're going to have to answer to all the shit you have done, including telling the lies about breaking the culture, has 50 kids all over the United States, which means she started having kids at the age of 5, according to your calculation, or 8 in another calculation. You want it so bad to be true because you can't access it. You never could and you never will. All you could manage is a 3-month marriage from a dude who didn't even want to live with you. It says you didn't even consummate the relationship. You're too busy on the Greyhound bus sucking cocks. So that's what you hate. You hate that people have a life you can't achieve. And let's not forget, Let Me See Your Handcuffs is the one who told us about her cocksucking endeavors on Greyhound buses. So nobody's talking shit about you. It's the shit that you put out about yourself. Your fiance left her. A fiance left you and gives you a Tiffany upgrade. You are just so jealous because every single thing about breaking the culture of silence life is what you covered, what you envy, what you wanted for yourself. You can't get it, so you try to tear it down. You try to destroy it. Those are the kind of people who you run with. And this whole situation about you claiming you're a victim, we caught you in so many lies. You only recorded 2 videos. Go ahead and go to a judge and tell a judge you recorded 2 videos of me. You are not going to shut me up. I get to decide when I'm going to talk about your ass. You posted all of these videos about me, and most I didn't respond to. I will post as many videos as I want. You call me a witch? You are indeed the wicked one. You are the one sitting up here. Your 98% of your freaking channel is talking shit about people, but you think nobody can say anything about you. Well, you were wrong. I will continue to post as many videos as I damn well please, and you better know I'm not going to stop until you are appropriately punished for all of the shit that you did, which we haven't even come on and said. Most of the stuff that you have done. So you're not going to shut me up and stop me from telling people after you came up here front and center, laughing, cackling, having a good time, lying, harassing, violating privacy, posting videos harassing me from your school site. And because I didn't answer you then, you think I should forever hold my peace? Hell no. I'm not stopping until you are appropriately punished. And I'm not the only one who is bound and determined to see that happen. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only 2. I'm not the only 3. I'm not the only 4. There are many people. You tried to cause incredible damage. You tormented children. So TCTV, don't ever get up here and tell me I'm on any comparison level. Well, let me see your handcuffs. Who calls people retarded? Yes. Who calls people narcissists? You're not a mental health professional. All of these violations of her code of conduct, written out, misusing of social media on school property. You did that. Let me see your handcuffs, not me. And what does she cry about? She's posting pictures of my deceased aunt. What deceased aunt? Is there a picture up there that says deceased aunt? No. Doing the same thing that you did, feeding that dog, that poor abused dog, human food. That happens to be the same aunt, isn't it, that you were dogging out on YouTube? Trashing the woman because she had some cognitive disability. So who the hell are you to sit here and talk about somebody's putting a picture of a dead aunt? Where? You lie so damn much. Let me see your handcuffs. That's all you do. You lie and you try to play the victim. We have every single thing you did captured on audio and video. You don't have any reciprocating conduct on my part that's going to get you anywhere. That is why you scrubbed your entire channel and took all those videos down. But we have the videos. You are a big fat liar trying to play victim. You are not a victim. And I'm going to keep posting videos for as long as I damn well please post videos. And you can't control what I post. You talk shit about everybody in your channel. You think nobody can say anything about you. Wrong. You are conniving. You are treacherous. You are deceiving. You are a greedy ingrate. And you are a thief. You hijacked anti-fraud warriors initials and you made money off us. Then you send this bogus ass, libelous, cease and desist letter saying that I'm stealing money from you. I'm enriching myself. This freaking channel has never been monetized or ever accepted a single half penny from anyone. You can't say the same thing. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. You're not going to tell me when I'm going to post on the community wall. You're not going to tell me what videos I'm going to put up. And if YouTube takes a video down, I'm putting it right back up. I'm putting the video right back up, and I'll keep putting the videos right back up. There's nothing you can do about that. There is no law against the videos that I'm posting. You just can't handle the medicine that you have coming to you. You just dish it out, and as usual, you can't never take it. Undeniable facts. People, you know there is so much more to come. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.